My beloved child, there is someone seeking you out to reveal the truth about the inheritance that rightfully belongs to you, yet has been hidden from your sight. They have seen you struggling through life, and now they come to make this known to you, to set you free from the burdens you are carrying. They are not here to lead you down an entirely new path, but to help you recognize what has always been yours. They do not bring a miracle to make all hardships disappear instantly, but they bring the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This is a calling from eternity, a message from beyond where time does not exist, where there is no separation, only light and everlasting presence. A voice from the heavenly realm is echoing, calling your name with boundless love and tenderness. Can you hear it? It is the voice of a soul that has departed from this world, yet has never truly left you. They have been there through the pivotal moments of your life, silently watching over every step you take. They have seen the burdens you carry, the battles within your soul that the world knows nothing about. And now, as the appointed time has come, they can no longer remain silent. They must speak, for you need to hear this. Oh, my child, let your soul open. Let your heart be still so that you may hear the deeper truths beyond what your ears can perceive. Look beyond what your eyes can see. Feel this presence with your heart. There is a love that has never faded, a connection that has never been severed, a sacred bond that transcends the boundaries of life and death, linking you to those you love but believed were lost forever. In the moments when you have felt lost amid the chaos, when your soul seemed hardened by the relentless trials of life, someone is coming to you. They carry an important message, a truth long obscured, something you were always meant to know, to live by, but for many reasons it was hidden from you. They do not come to condemn you for your missteps, nor to judge you for your stumbles. They come to bring you the light of realization, to awaken you from the haze in which you have been ensnared. They have watched over you, seen you struggle, witnessed your silent torment. There were moments when you bowed your head, believing there was no other choice but to accept the harshness of life. There were days when you felt as though the entire world was against you, and even the smallest burdens became too much to bear. The weight on your shoulders is not just the external trials or material struggles, but the invisible chains that bind your soul, the fears, the doubts, the wounds of the past that have made you forget who you truly are. But now there is someone bringing news to you, someone who sees what you yourself have not yet seen. They know that you are not a wanderer aimlessly drifting through this world, that you are not someone forever crushed by fate with no way out. They have come to tell you that a precious inheritance belongs to you, an inheritance that no one can take away, but for some reason it has been hidden from your sight. Perhaps you have never known about it, or perhaps in fleeting moments you have sensed it like a flicker of light passing through your mind, yet you were never certain enough to believe in its existence. Worries, the voices of the world, and past failures have eroded your trust in your own worth, causing you to forget the nobility that was bestowed upon you from the very beginning. Imagine a treasure buried beneath layers of earth and stone over the years. At first, it gleamed brilliantly in the sunlight, but over time, dust settled upon it, weeds grew thick, and its existence was forgotten. To those who are unaware, it is nothing more than a piece of barren land, meaningless and unremarkable. But to those who understand, it is the resting place of a priceless treasure. And so it is with you. Perhaps you see yourself as just an ordinary person, small and insignificant in the vastness of this world, but within you lies something radiant, powerful, and immeasurably valuable. And now, that person has come to unveil it before your eyes. You may doubt, you may not believe right away. You may have grown so accustomed to wounds that you fear hope itself, afraid to trust that something good is waiting for you. But allow your heart to open. Give yourself a chance to receive this truth. You were not created to live a life of endless exhaustion and helplessness. You were not born to remain imprisoned in disappointment forever. There is a path, a way out, a restoration waiting for you to step into. This person has come to help you see yourself with new eyes, to show you that your struggles do not define you, that you are not alone in this world. They have come to remind you that you have an inheritance that has been obscured, a wealth beyond what money can measure. It is inner peace. It is freedom from the invisible burdens that have weighed upon you. It is a new awareness of your true worth. Are you ready to walk in the light of this truth? Are you ready to believe that your life is not bound by what you once thought was impossible? Will you dare to lay down the doubts, the worries that have held you back for so long, and open your arms to receive what rightfully belongs to you? Because today a door is opening before you, an opportunity to step out of the fog of the past, to see what you have never seen before. This person has not come to force you, but to offer you a key. You can choose to take it, to step through this threshold, or you can turn away and continue walking in the familiar darkness. But if you dare to believe, if you dare to walk forward with hope, you will realize that what awaits you ahead is beyond anything you have ever imagined. Perhaps you have felt an inexplicable void within your soul, a sense that something is missing, yet you cannot name it. This is not an empty void of meaninglessness, but the call of that very inheritance, the call of something that belongs to you, yet has been buried by time and circumstances. There have been times when you searched for meaning in the fleeting things of this world, trying to fill the void with success, with the approval of others, with what you thought would bring you fulfillment. But in the end, all these things provided only temporary satisfaction, like a passing breeze that cannot quench the deep thirst within your soul. The truth is, there is a divine part within you, a part that has been forgotten but never lost. It remains, silently waiting for the day it is awakened, waiting for the day you recognize it and return to embrace it fully. It is the light that was sown within you from the beginning, the strength, the wisdom, the love that the Creator placed within you. But because of pain, because of the times you have fallen, because of the negative voices that once surrounded you, you have allowed the dust of doubt to cover it. Perhaps you once thought you were not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough to possess such a precious inheritance. But you were wrong. This inheritance still belongs to you, still awaits you to reach out and receive it. It has never left you, you simply have not seen it with the eyes of faith. You do not need to search far and wide, for everything you need has already been placed within you. The peace you long for, the joy you constantly seek, the completeness you once believed could only be attained by achieving this or that. All of it has been there before you even realized it. The only thing you must do is remove the veils that have covered it. Let go of the chains that have made you forget your true worth. Perhaps you have believed in lies, allowed the pain of the past to define you, let the negative words of others distort the truth about who you are. But today I tell you, no one can take away what is rightfully yours. Nothing can erase the value that was bestowed upon you from the very beginning. Even though you have walked through dark days, even though you have felt lost, even though you have thought there was no hope left, your inheritance is still there. Your inheritance is still there. Let your heart be still, let your fears dissolve, and open your eyes to see what has always been present. I do not need you to prove anything, nor do I require you to strive to be worthy. This inheritance is not something you must fight for. It is something that has always belonged to you, for you are my child. All you need to do is believe, to open your heart, and you will see the miracle. You will see the light that you thought had been extinguished. Walk in this awareness, let this truth shape you, and allow this inheritance to be fully restored within you. What has been hidden will be revealed. What has been forgotten will be remembered, and you will no longer live in lack or wandering. This is the moment for you to rise, to reclaim what is yours, and to walk forward with a heart full of faith. You have been given a treasure. It is time for you to receive it and let it illuminate the path ahead. You have wandered on your journey, carrying the weight of unanswered questions in your soul. You have walked through restless days, searching for meaning, longing for a breakthrough to free you from the burdens pressing upon your shoulders. How many times have you asked yourself, why is life so harsh? Why do the doors that seemed ready to open suddenly close before me? Am I on the wrong path? Is there something I have yet to understand? There have been nights when you looked up at the sky, your heart filled with unspoken questions. At times, you have felt like you were walking in circles, taking one step forward only to fall 2 steps back. You have given your effort, poured your heart into what you believed in, yet it all seems to slip through your hands. You have blamed yourself, thinking perhaps you have not tried hard enough, perhaps you are not worthy enough, or perhaps fate has decided that your life will always be one of trials, never reaching the fulfillment you deeply long for. But my child, today is a new day. Today, truth is coming. Today, the veil that has concealed what you have not yet seen is beginning to be lifted. There are things you cannot see with your physical eyes, but your soul has already felt them. There have been reminders echoing in your mind for so long, intuitions trying to awaken you, but you have been too busy with life, too consumed by your worries to pay attention. But now, the message from beyond is reaching you. A sacred reminder, a truth that has been hidden, is now finding its way back to you. You did not hear these words by accident. This is not a mere coincidence. This is a calling from a higher place, an awakening that you have been waiting for. My beloved, you were not born merely to struggle and suffer. You are not a wandering soul drifting aimlessly through this world. There is something that has always belonged to you, an inheritance prepared for you since the beginning, but through the storms, the falls, and the negative voices of the world, you have forgotten it. Your unfulfilled dreams are not signs of failure. They are reminders that something still awaits your discovery. The doors that have closed were not rejections, they were protection, to keep you from straying too far from the path meant for you. The emptiness you have felt was never a dead end, it was a pause, a stillness, so you could hear the call from the depths, from the place where your soul has been waiting for you to awaken. You have been searching, and now you are about to find. Open your heart. Let the light pierce through the veils of doubt and fear. Allow this reminder to reach the deepest corners of your heart, the places where you once felt alone and lost. Do not resist. Do not be quick to dismiss what is coming to you, for this is not an illusion. It is the truth. Do you know, there has been a voice guiding you for a long time, though perhaps you have not listened. It is the voice of intuition, the feeling that urges you toward a path even when your mind cannot comprehend it. It is those moments when you sense that something greater is at work, even though you cannot put it into words. Today, all of this is becoming clearer. Today, you no longer have to walk blindly, unsure of where you are going. Truth has arrived, light has appeared, and all you need to do is be ready to receive. Can you feel what is happening around you? Can you sense a deep stirring within your soul, as if something greater than all you have ever known is drawing near? If you listen closely, if you allow your heart to be still, you will realize that this is not just a passing moment. This is a powerful movement, an awakening from the depths of your soul. Do you feel your heart beating faster, as if your soul knows something before your mind can grasp it? That is not a random sensation. It is the sign of something sacred unfolding. This is no ordinary message, no shallow revelation. This is a divine intervention, an unseen hand pulling back the veil so that you may finally see what has been hidden from you for so long. Do you know, my child, to bring this message to you, there have been souls, those who love you, sacred beings, who have fought through invisible barriers to deliver this truth to you. They did not give up, no matter how many obstacles stood in their way, no matter how many forces sought to keep you in darkness. They did not fight with the weapons of this world, but with perseverance, with love, with the unwavering belief that you deserve to know, that you are worthy of being freed from the invisible chains that have held you for so long. You may not see them, but you can feel their presence. It is that gentle light that suddenly seeps into the darkest corners of your heart. It is that moment when you sense someone standing beside you, even though no one is physically there. It is that recurring sign, that whispered reminder, that unshakable urge to listen, to open your heart, to look again at what you have overlooked. They have fought through the veils of the unseen world to reach you, not to take every step for you, but to let you know that you are not alone. They want you to understand that you do not walk this path in solitude, that you are always surrounded by love, by guidance, by the protection of those who have gone before you, those who stand by your side, whether you realize it or not. But, my child, you must be ready to receive. No one can force you to see what you refuse to see. No one can open the door of your soul if you do not choose to open it yourself. They have done their part. They have placed this truth before you. They have fought so that you might have the chance to see. But the next step is yours to take. Listen with your soul. Let your mind be still, so that you may perceive this truth not just with reason, but with your heart. For this is not merely a message, this is a calling for you to awaken, to remember who you are, to realize that you have never been abandoned, that you have never lost your sacred inheritance. It has only been shrouded by the trials of time. Do you see it now? That urgency within you? That longing to understand, to know, to step into something greater than yourself. None of it is by chance. It is a sign that your soul is ready, that you have been waiting for this moment for so long. Let go of your fears. Stop, even for just a moment, and feel the sacredness unfolding right now. Allow yourself to receive the truth you have been searching for, because this is the time. This is the moment when the veil is lifted. This is the time for you to reclaim what is yours. Those who have gone before you, those who love you, from realms beyond what you can imagine, they are standing around you, sending their energy, bestowing their blessings, reminding you that you are not forgotten. There have been forces that have worked tirelessly to keep you in obscurity, to conceal what rightfully belongs to you, to prevent you from stepping into the awareness that is yours to claim. Darkness has surrounded you, not only through the trials you have faced in the external world, but also through the doubts and fears that have crept into your mind. It has tried to convince you that you are not strong enough, that you are not worthy, that you will remain trapped in your circumstances with no way out. The obstacles you face are not random. They are not merely the usual hardships of life, but opposition from forces that seek to keep you in the dark. They know that if you see the truth, if you recognize your divine inheritance, if you step into the light that has been given to you, then every chain will be broken. They fear that. They fear that you will realize you are stronger than you ever thought, that you are no longer bound by the fears, the pain, and the negative words that once imprisoned you. But my child, I tell you this: nothing can hinder what I have ordained. No power can delay the plans that have been set in motion for you. No darkness can stop the light that I am bringing into your life. The blessings that bear your name, nothing can take them away. Perhaps you have believed that you must strive to be worthy of them. Perhaps you have thought that only if you were perfect enough, worked hard enough, or became good enough, would you receive your rightful inheritance. But that is not the truth. These blessings are not something you have to fight for. They have been set apart for you from the very beginning. They are not a reward for your efforts, but a part of you, something that no one can take away. Look back on your journey. How many times did you think you would fall, yet something kept you standing? How many times did you believe you had lost everything, yet you found a way to keep going? That was not by chance. That was proof that you have never been abandoned, that what belongs to you is still waiting for you to claim it. The enemy has tried to surround you with fear, with lies, with calculated failures to make you give up. It wants you to believe that you are unworthy, that you will never overcome your circumstances. But I say to you, look again. Look at the moments when you thought you would collapse, yet some unseen force pulled you back up. That is the sign that I have always been with you, that the light has never left you, that no matter how hard the darkness tries, it cannot defeat you. My beloved, the time has come for you to step out of the night. The time has come for you to stop believing the lies that have held you captive for so long. The time has come for you to realize that nothing can stop the blessings I have placed over your life. No door can be closed before you when I have determined to open it. No force can stand against you when you walk in this truth. Let go of the limiting thoughts, the beliefs that have kept you from the goodness you are meant to have. Release the fear that you are not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough. You do not have to measure up to any standard of this world, because your very existence is enough. You, right now, in this very moment, in this very place, already hold within you everything you need to step into the fullness that has been destined for you. Believe that everything is not working against you, but is aligning to lift you higher. Even your past failures were never the end. They were only a part of the journey, preparing you for this moment. Nothing that has happened in your life has been meaningless. Every challenge, every tear, every time you fell to your knees in pain, it has all been building you, shaping you into the person you were born to be. You do not need to chase after vain things, nor do you need to seek meaning outside of yourself. What you are searching for is not far away. It has always been within you. It has never left you. You simply have not seen it. But today you know. Today, the truth has been revealed to you. Walk forward with faith. Do not let fear paralyze you any longer. Do not let the lies of darkness make you forget the light that is rising before your eyes. Blessings have been written in your name, and no one can take them away. What belongs to you has always been yours. So take hold of it. Allow yourself to believe in what your soul has always known. Walk in this awareness so that nothing can shake you anymore. Nothing can hinder what I have ordained. Nothing can stop the blessings that have been given to you. Oh, my beloved child, you have felt as if you were lost in a maze with no way out. But look around you now. The walls are crumbling. The veils that once concealed are being drawn back. What you could not see before, you will now see clearly. This is the moment your soul has longed for. This is the moment you have been waiting for. What was once hidden is now being revealed. What was once delayed is now being accelerated. What was stolen will now be restored to you. Do you believe it? Do you believe that doors are opening before you? Do you believe that a new path has been created for you to walk upon? Remember, you were not placed in this world to live in fear, to be imprisoned by the past. You were created to walk in freedom, to live a life that is full and meaningful. Cast off the burdens you have carried for too long. Let go of the chains you have become so familiar with that you have forgotten they were never meant to be yours. This is restoration. This is a new beginning. This is the moment you take hold of what was always meant to be yours. Oh, my child, do not look back at what has crumbled. Do not mourn what has left. What is no longer with you is what no longer serves you. You do not need to carry what does not belong to you. Lift your head and look ahead. A new path has been opened. A new horizon awaits you. And on this journey you do not walk alone. The souls who love you, those who have witnessed you in your darkest days, are rejoicing. They look upon you with pride, for you did not fall. For you held on to your faith, even when everything seemed to be against you. And now, they stand with you. They protect you. They uphold you. As you step into this new chapter of your life, take a deep breath. Feel the new energy flowing through you. This is the power of liberation. This is the wind of change. This is the moment you rise and step into your destiny with unwavering faith. Open the eyes of your spirit and listen with your heart. For in the days to come, you will no longer see the world as you once did. Everything around you will become clearer. The things you once dismissed as coincidences will begin to hold new meaning, and fleeting moments will transform into profound messages from the divine. You may not recognize it immediately, but if you truly pay attention, you will see the signs appearing along your path. They may come in the form of numbers repeating in a strange yet undeniable pattern, sequences you once overlooked but now emerge as an unmistakable reminder. It may be a song playing at precisely the moment you need to hear it, or a simple phrase that unexpectedly stirs something deep within your soul. It could be an encounter with a stranger, a casual conversation that delivers an answer you have long been seeking. Pay attention to the repeating patterns, for nothing happens without reason. A symbol, a story, an image appearing repeatedly in the coming days. None of these are mere accidents. This is how I speak to you, how I guide you toward the place where your blessings have been hidden. Do not dismiss the strange stirrings in your heart, the strong intuitions that defy logic. When you feel drawn toward something, a place, an idea, a person, take time to reflect. When an overwhelming urge to change something in your life arises, do not ignore it. When you feel an unmistakable sense that you should follow a certain path, let your heart lead the way. You may wonder why I do not speak plainly, why I do not reveal everything you need to know at once. But, my beloved, this journey is not just about finding your blessings. It is about learning to listen, about realizing that you have never truly been alone, about understanding that I have always been here, guiding you through things you never noticed before. If I were to hand you all the answers instantly, you would not truly understand the value of seeking. If you did not uncover the truth on your own, if you did not experience it firsthand, you would not grasp the true power of divine guidance. But as you learn to open your heart, as you realize that nothing is mere coincidence, as you come to understand that every event in your life is leading you towards something greater, you will no longer walk in uncertainty. You will walk in unwavering faith. Pay attention to your dreams, for in the coming days they will become clearer than ever. You may find that the images you see are no longer fragmented, but carry a message. You may recall memories you thought were long forgotten, pieces of truth assembling themselves in a way you never imagined. Write them down. Reflect upon them, for nothing is meaningless. Pay attention to your emotions, for if a place brings you an unexplainable peace, perhaps that is where you need to be. If a book, a teaching, or a person awakens something within you, it is not a coincidence. Everything has a reason. Everything is leading you toward a truth you are now ready to receive. Above all, trust. Do not doubt. Do not convince yourself that you are imagining things, that you are making something out of nothing. Believe that you are being guided, that you are not walking alone, that you do not need to have all the answers at once. You only need to take each step in trust. For I am speaking to you, not through thunderous voices or grand, obvious signs, but through the subtle, the small, the moments you could easily overlook if you are not paying attention. But you will not miss them, because you are awakening. You are beginning to realize that your life is not just a series of random events, but a journey with purpose, guided by my hand from the beginning to the end. Keep this within your heart. Guard this revelation like a precious seed sprouting in your soul. Not everyone will understand. Not everyone will share in your joy. Not everyone will celebrate when they see you stepping into the light of truth. There will be those who cannot accept the transformation taking place within you because it shakes the foundation of what they have believed, the things they have relied on to control you, to keep you within the boundaries they have drawn. There will be those who try to convince you that what you are seeing is merely imagination, that it is nothing more than a meaningless string of coincidences. They will say that nothing has changed, that you should not concern yourself with these things. They will do everything they can to cloud this newfound awareness within you, to make you doubt yourself, to make you believe that all of this is just a fleeting dream. But my beloved, do not be deceived. Do not let their words extinguish the flame that has been kindled in your heart. Do not allow those who do not understand the truth to pull you back into the shadows. The enemy never appears as a terrifying figure, never reveals itself with a monstrous face that you can easily recognize. Instead, it will use those you trust the most, those closest to you, to sow doubt. It will make you hesitate, make you question whether you have gone too far, whether you are deceiving yourself. It will make you feel alone among the people most familiar to you, make you feel so different that you begin to feel misplaced. But my child, do not let this cause you to falter. When the light comes, the darkness resists. When the truth is revealed, the enemy will do everything in its power to turn you away from it. Remember, not everyone is ready for the truth you are beginning to see. Some have lived too long in the security of what they have always believed, and the change in you unsettles them. Some are used to you not knowing, used to you not questioning, used to you accepting everything as it was, and now, as you begin to awaken, they feel threatened. Some will try to hold you back, not because they wish harm upon you, but because they are afraid of what they do not understand. They fear losing the version of you that was easier to control, easier to predict, the version that never challenged what they have always believed. But you are no longer who you used to be. You are no longer bound by the old limitations. You have stepped into a new awareness, and you cannot go back to the way things were. Do not expect everyone to understand you. Do not expect everyone to rejoice in your breakthrough. Do not expect the world to applaud when you find the truth, but trust that I know where you are going. I know who you are becoming. I know that you have embarked on a journey from which there is no turning back, and I walk with you every step of the way. Keep this revelation in your heart like a precious jewel. Do not be quick to share it with those who are not yet ready to receive it. Not every ear can hear, not every soul can comprehend. There will be a time for you to speak, but that time is not now. Let this truth take root within you. Let it grow strong in you before you allow anyone to influence it. Be firmly established in faith before you face the opposing winds. When doubt comes, when the voices around you try to shake you, turn inward. Remember what you have seen, what you have felt. Remember that truth cannot be erased simply because someone refuses to believe it. Remember that you do not need anyone else's validation to know that you are on the right path. My beloved child, do you know that even at this very moment, heaven is moving on your behalf? Do you realize that what seems to be unfolding in silence is in truth the result of prayers lifted long ago, of fervent petitions echoing through time, of tears that were never shed in vain? There have been souls who have gone before you, those who loved you with a love that did not fade even when they left this world. They never ceased to intercede, never ceased to plead, never ceased to turn their hearts toward you with unwavering longing. And now, those prayers, those tears, have reached the throne of my glory. Have you ever felt an invisible strength upholding you, even in the moments when you thought you had lost all hope? Have you ever wondered why, even in your loneliest times, you somehow found the strength to keep going? That is because you have never truly been alone. Those who love you, whether still on this earth or already in the heavenly realm, have never stopped intervening, never stopped praying for your protection, for your enlightenment, for you to find what rightfully belongs to you. And now, the answer has been released. Heaven does not turn a blind eye to your suffering. I have not looked away from the tears you have silently wept in the darkness. I have seen you falter. I have seen you struggle. I have seen you walk through days where faith felt like a fragile thread barely holding on. But my beloved child, know this. Every time you were in pain, every time you felt pushed into the dark corners of life, those who belong to you lifted prayers on your behalf. They have called your name in their petitions. They have raised you up under the covering of heaven, and I have listened. There have been nights when you sobbed and no one knew. There have been days when you wondered if anyone truly saw you, if anyone cared about what you were enduring. And the answer is yes. Heaven has always seen, has always known, has always understood. I have never let your tears fall without meaning. Every tear you have shed has a voice. Every pain you have endured holds significance. And now, as the appointed time has come, heaven is intervening to bring clarity to what you need to see, to release you from what has held you bound for too long. Not a single prayer has been forgotten. Not a single cry has gone unheard. The time has come for you to witness the fruit of all that has been lifted before my throne. The gates have been opened. The light has pierced through the veil of darkness. You no longer have to stumble in uncertainty, for the truth is being revealed. But my beloved child, remember that answers do not always come in the way you expect. It may not be a miracle that instantly changes everything before your eyes. Sometimes the answer arrives as an awakening in your soul, a shift in your perspective, a peace you have never known before. Sometimes it comes through the people I place in your life, through circumstances that seem ordinary but hold the power to lead you exactly where you need to be. So open your heart to receive. Do not let old expectations blind you to the wonders unfolding before you. Trust that everything is happening according to a perfect plan, that heaven has orchestrated each detail so you may walk in a new light. What was once withheld, delayed, or hidden is now being uncovered. What belongs to you is making its way back to you. This is not just an ordinary moment. This is a turning point. This is the moment when the hand of heaven reaches out to touch you, to pull you out of days of confusion, to place you exactly where you are meant to be. This is the time when you begin to see the promises I have made to you come to life. This is the moment you realize that I have never forgotten you, never abandoned you, never left you to fight alone. Do you feel the shift in the air? Do you sense the movement around you? That is me at work. That is heaven intervening. That is the answer to the prayers you have poured out. Be prepared, for you are about to witness things beyond your expectations. Be ready, for the door you have been waiting so long for is about to open. Hold on to your faith, for you are stepping into a new chapter. A chapter no longer marked by endless suffering, no longer filled with dead ends, but one of clarity, awareness, and the restoration you have longed for. Heaven is intervening on your behalf, and the answers are coming. What has been delayed will be delayed no longer. What has been held back can no longer be restrained. The blessings that bear your name, nothing can stop them. You have endured too many trials, suffered too much loss, and now I say to you, prepare to receive. This is your time. This is the moment you will see the fruits of all that you have endured. Receive with an open heart. Let your soul be filled with faith, for what is coming will be greater than anything you have ever dared to imagine. Trust in the grand plan unfolding over your life, for heaven has spoken, and when heaven intervenes, nothing can stand in the way. There are secrets that have been buried. There are truths that rightfully belong to you, yet they have been kept hidden by hands that did not want you to know them. Someone in your life, whether out of fear or selfish ambition, has worked to block this from reaching you, to keep you from discovering the truth. They have concealed it not for your benefit, but because they believed that keeping you in the dark served their own purposes. It may have been people you once trusted, individuals you never suspected, or unseen forces that have been operating in your life without your awareness. But my beloved, what belongs to you cannot be taken from you forever. What has been destined for you to know cannot be withheld by any power. I have seen it all. I have witnessed the lies, the manipulations, the things they thought would never be exposed. They once believed this truth would remain buried forever, that you would never uncover it, that you would continue walking in uncertainty, unaware of what was rightfully yours. But now, my beloved, I am moving. Nothing can remain hidden in the light, and nothing can be kept back when the time for revelation has come. The secrets they tried to bury will no longer be contained. The walls built to hide the truth will begin to crumble. What they worked so hard to suppress will be laid bare before your eyes, unstoppable and undeniable. And when the time comes, the truth will not be revealed slowly or in fragments. It will burst forth like a flood, sweeping away every veil of deception. Truth will pour down like a mighty river, washing away the lies that have held you captive for too long. Prepare yourself, for what you are about to see will change everything. I know that you may feel overwhelmed, that you may feel disoriented when this truth is revealed. The things you once believed to be certain may be overturned. The people you once trusted may no longer be who you thought they were. The world you were familiar with may no longer remain intact. But my beloved, do not be afraid. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let the shock turn you away from the truth. I have prepared you for this moment. I have fortified your soul with a strength you did not know you had. Remember, the truth does not come to harm you, but to set you free. It does not come to make you fall, but to help you stand firm in a new awareness. There may be moments when you feel loss, when you feel deceived, when you feel that the years past were merely a sequence of hidden things. But my beloved, look beyond the initial pain. Understand that the truth, no matter how difficult to accept, is the only thing that can lead you to true freedom. I have not allowed you to know this so that your heart may grow heavier. I have not allowed you to discover the truth so that you may feel betrayed or lost. I have allowed this to happen because you are ready. You have reached the point where blindness can no longer hold you back. You can no longer be controlled by deception. You are no longer the person of the past, easily swayed, easily led by what others wanted you to believe. You have grown. You have become strong. You are ready to face the truth and walk forward with full awareness. Those who have kept these secrets may be afraid. They will not want you to know. They may try to deny, to cling to the old lies, but they will not be able to stop what is about to unfold. For when heaven has decided to reveal something, no power on earth can prevent it. They may try to delay, they may try to distract you. Prepare for that moment. Stand firm as everything begins to unfold before your eyes. Remain calm as you witness things you had never before questioned. Let your heart cling to the truth, even when it forces you to confront difficult realities. Because after the storm of revelation, you will emerge with a clarity you have never known. After all is said and done, you will no longer be deceived. You will no longer live in uncertainty, no longer wonder what is real and what is false. You will know. You will see. You will fully perceive what has long been hidden. And when that moment comes, let your heart be filled with faith. Let the light of truth illuminate the darkest corners of your soul. Walk forward with courage, with confidence that nothing can keep you from the blessings that bear your name. What belongs to you will return to you. What was stolen will be restored. What was hidden will be brought into the light of glory. This is not the end, my beloved. This is the beginning. This is the moment you step out of the shadows, out of the lies that have bound you, into an entirely new chapter. A chapter of awareness, of freedom, of living fully in the truth. Are you ready? For the river of truth has begun to flow, and nothing can stop it now. Everything is unfolding faster than you can imagine. I do not delay, I do not tarry. The unveiling is happening now, at this very moment. As you read these words, the veil covering hidden things is being lifted. Long buried secrets, distorted truths, things they believed could remain hidden forever are now being brought into the light. No one can escape. No lie can continue to stand when the light of truth has begun to shine. Observe carefully. Pay attention to what is happening around you. The things you once doubted, the scattered fragments in your mind, will begin to come together. You will see more clearly, understand more deeply. What was once vague, clouded by uncertainty, will now become unmistakably clear. I am opening your eyes so that you may see the truth, so that you may perceive what you once only sensed faintly, but were never certain of. Those who thought they could manipulate you, who believed they could hide the truth from you, who sought to control your life through layers of deception, they will be stunned. They will not be able to believe that what they tried so hard to conceal is now emerging with undeniable force, unstoppable. They will witness what they once suppressed now breaking forth in ways they cannot control. They will be shaken to realize that you are no longer in darkness, that you are no longer easily deceived, that you are walking in the light of awareness, and nothing can turn you back. Look, my beloved, the truth is unveiling before your eyes. What you need to know will not come in fragments or uncertainty, but with undeniable clarity. You will not have to guess, nor will you have to wonder if you are imagining things, for everything will be revealed in a way that no one can deny. Every piece will fall into place, and everything you have felt but could not put into words will now have an answer. And when that moment comes, you will remember this message. You will remember that I told you. You will remember that before any of this happened, I had already warned you, prepared you, placed within you a sharp discernment, so that you would recognize the moment when it arrived. Nothing will take you by surprise, for I have guided you step by step on this path. Do you see it? Do you sense the movement taking place? What was held back, suppressed, and kept in the shadows can no longer stand. The truth is no longer restrained. It is rising like a mighty flood, like a powerful wind sweeping away all that opposes it. What belongs to you is finding its way back to you. What you were meant to know long ago is coming to you at a speed you never expected. But, my beloved, when the truth comes, receive it with courage. Do not be afraid. Do not hesitate. Do not let what you see cause you to shrink back. You have been prepared for this moment. I have placed strength within you. I have equipped you with calmness and wisdom to face all that will be revealed. It may break your heart to realize that some people are not who you once believed them to be. It may shatter you to see that what you trusted was built upon a foundation of deception. But do not let this discourage you. Do not let disappointment cause you to lose your way. For truth, no matter how bitter, is the only path to true freedom. I have not brought you here to be defeated, but to rise. I have not revealed these things to burden you, but to set you free. When light shines, darkness has nowhere to hide. When truth is revealed, deception cannot stand. Walk forward in faith, knowing that what is coming is what you need to know, what you need to face, what will lead you into an entirely new awakening. You will remember that I have spoken to you. You will remember that I have placed signs along this path so that you do not lose your way. You will remember that it was not you who found this truth, but I who led you to this moment. Nothing in your life is accidental. Nothing happens outside of my divine arrangement. And if I have chosen to unveil this mystery, no force can conceal it any longer. So prepare yourself. Open your heart to receive what is coming. Walk forward with unwavering faith, for the time has come. What you are about to discover will change everything. But you are ready. And when you see everything more clearly than ever before, you will know that I have been with you from the very beginning, that I have never left you, that I have been preparing you long before you even knew you needed preparation. Your mind may be flooded with questions. You wonder why these things are happening now, why I am revealing this truth to you at this moment. You question why this has been hidden for so long, why the blessings that belong to you have been withheld for so many years. You may ask, if this has always been mine, why did I not know of it sooner? Why have I endured so much loss, so many trials, so many years of living unaware that a sacred inheritance had been prepared for me? But my beloved, I tell you, this is the appointed time. This is the moment when everything that has been delayed, everything that has been withheld, everything that has been stolen from you must now come forth. Because I see not only what is before your eyes, but far beyond your understanding. I have waited for the perfect time to unveil this mystery, not because you were unworthy before, not because I did not want you to know, but because some things can only happen at their divinely appointed time. Some doors can only open when you are ready to step through them. Some blessings can only be released when you have matured enough to receive them without losing them. The time of restoration has come. What was taken must now be returned. What was ordained to bring prosperity to you and your lineage, what was prepared to be a source of provision not only for you, but for those connected to you, it is all on its way back to you. This is not merely compensation. This is full restoration. This is full restoration. This is not just about reclaiming what was lost, but about stepping into a new season where you no longer have to live in lack or be bound by the limitations that once held you back. Those who sought to keep this from you, the hands that once held on to your blessings with the intent to claim them as their own, will no longer prevail. No force can hinder what I have ordained. No one can take what belongs to you when I have commanded it to be released. The barriers that were built against you, the walls that once blocked your way, the lies that covered the truth, they will all collapse. Those who manipulated, who exploited, who used their power to keep you in darkness, will now witness what they can no longer control. Can you feel it? A shift is taking place, a movement in the unseen realm, an unveiling that has begun. What was once delayed is now being accelerated. What was once hidden is now being brought into the light. What was once held captive is now being returned to its rightful owner. This is the time for you to rise in new understanding, in the inheritance you never knew you had, in the strength you never realized was within you. Let your heart be ready. Do not resist this with doubt. Do not let fear cause you to step back when everything is beginning to be revealed. For my beloved, this is not a mere stroke of luck, nor is it some strange coincidence. This is an answer. This is the result of prayers that have echoed through generations. This is the fulfillment of promises I set in place long before you were born. There are things you will have to face. Not everyone will rejoice at your awakening. Not everyone will welcome the changes within you. Those who have benefited from your unawareness, those who have been comfortable with your lack of knowledge, will seek to resist you. But do not be afraid. Do not let their words shake you. Do not let their opposition turn you away from what I am giving you. For I tell you this, you have stepped beyond the season of bondage. You have moved past the time when others could dictate your destiny. The invisible chains that once bound you to lack, to confusion, to things that were never meant for you, have all been broken. Now is the time for you to stand in the authority I have given you. Now is the time for you to step into a prosperity that nothing can hinder. Now is the time for you to reclaim what has always been yours. Let your heart be ready. Prepare yourself, for what is coming will arrive swiftly. What is about to unfold will not be delayed. You will witness everything change in ways you never imagined. You will see doors open that once seemed impossible. You will see what was once held back, now released. And when you see this happen, you will know that I have spoken to you. You will remember that I have forewarned you. You will recall that I have led you to this very moment. So walk forward with certainty. Keep your heart in peace. Do not let anyone lead you away from what I am revealing. Do not let any fear cause you to doubt what is unfolding. For once I have commanded restoration to begin, nothing can stop it. Once I have determined to bring forth what belongs to you, no one can withhold it from you any longer. My beloved, the time has come for you to receive. This is your appointed moment. This is the time when you will no longer search in uncertainty, but will see with your own eyes and feel within your very soul. This is the time for you to step into what has long been prepared for you. What belongs to you is drawing near, and you are ready to receive it all. You can hesitate no longer. There is no time left for delay, no space for you to look back at what is past. My beloved, I am calling you forward, now. Walk with unwavering faith, with absolute trust, with the confidence that what I have spoken is true. This is not the time for doubt, nor for waiting for another sign, for everything you need to know has already been revealed before you. The signs have been shown, the confirmations have been given. All you need to do is open your eyes wide to see, open your heart deeply to receive, and listen attentively so that you do not miss the guidance I am placing on your path. You are not alone in this journey. I have never left you to walk it by yourself. Though you may not always see me with your physical eyes, if you listen with your soul, you will know I am here. You will recognize the stirrings within your spirit, the inner calling that you cannot explain but feel so clearly. That is not coincidence. That is not random thought. That is my guidance. Those are the unseen steps leading you exactly where you need to be. Pay attention to the small things that carry great power. Sometimes, the answers you seek do not arrive in resounding moments or dazzling miracles, but in the simple yet profound. An accidental conversation that awakens you, an opportunity that appears just when you need it, a shift in your heart that you cannot ignore. All of these are ways in which I speak to you, signs that I have placed along your path. You only need the eyes of faith to see, the ears of the soul to listen, and a heart that is ready to receive. Trust that I have not brought you here just to stand still. I have not revealed these things to you so that you would continue to hesitate. I have not opened doors for you to remain outside merely looking in. This is the time for you to step through. This is the time for you to act. This is the time for you to walk into the very place you have long been prepared for. I know you may feel anxious. I know you may fear the unknown. But, my beloved, do not let fear control you. Do not allow doubt to steal what I have set apart for you. Do not let the words of others make you shrink back. Do not let invisible barriers hold you back when the door has already been opened before you. Remember, you do not need to see the entire path before you take the next step. You do not need to have all the answers before moving forward. You only need to trust that I am going before you, that I am guiding you, step by step, that as you take one step in faith, I will illuminate the next. Move forward with certainty. Walk without looking back. Let your heart be filled with faith, for this is not a dream. This is not a vague hope. This is the reality you are called to live. Everything is ready. What belongs to you is waiting for you. The blessings that have been set apart for you are right before you. There are treasures that cannot be seen with the natural eye, riches that not everyone can grasp. This wealth is not merely gold or the tangible possessions of this world, but a provision that comes directly from me. Fullness, abundance, and prosperity wrapped in divine protection. It is not something that can be stolen or seized by the greedy. It is not something that can be eroded by time or fall into the hands of those who do not understand its true worth. Many have searched for it, longing to grasp the blessing, desiring to possess my abundance. They have labored in pursuit. They have questioned, even wondered why the door still seems closed. They ask, why has he not opened this treasure? Why is this wealth still hidden? But what they have not yet realized is this: not everyone is given the privilege to uncover it. My blessings are not meant to be squandered in the hands of those who are not ready. What I withhold is not to deny, but to wait for the right person, the right time, when their heart has matured enough to guard and steward it wisely. There are things I conceal not to keep them from you, but to protect you. If these heavenly riches were placed in the hands of an unprepared heart, a mind not yet wise enough, they could become a burden rather than a blessing. They could divert you from the path I have set for you. But when they are entrusted to a steadfast heart, a soul that listens to my voice, they will become an unending source of blessing, not only for the one who receives, but for many others as well. Do you know why a seed cannot sprout if it is sown in the harsh winter? It is not because it lacks life, but because the time has not yet come. The soil must be ready, the climate must be right, and spring must arrive at the appointed time for the seed to rise, strong and full of life. In the same way, the blessing I have prepared is not something that is being delayed in vain, but something that is being kept until its season arrives. If you receive it too soon, you may not yet have the strength to sustain it. If you try to seize it by your own will, you may lose things far more precious along the journey. You do not need to worry, nor do you need to rush, nor strive as the world often does. What I have set apart for you will never be lost. What belongs to you will find you at the exact moment you are ready to receive it. When your heart aligns with my will, when you trust in me more than in your own ability, you will see that the doors opening before you are not a surprise, but a perfect arrangement. The treasures I have set aside are not meant to test your patience, but to refine you, to make you worthy of what is to come. Do not be quick to blame me when you do not yet see the blessing revealed, for what I prepare is always greater than what you can imagine. When you understand that waiting is not a loss but a preparation, you will walk forward with a stronger faith, without anxiety, without doubt, but with a deep trust that my timing is always the best timing. So be at peace. Do not look at delays and mistake them for denial. Do not compare your path with another's journey, for I have a plan uniquely designed for each person. When you walk patiently under my guidance, you will never be lost. And when the right season comes, you will receive not only what you have been waiting for, but far more, a provision that overflows, a blessing in abundance, and a life renewed in my grace. There is something within your reach, something that seems familiar yet holds the power of a treasure you have not yet recognized. It may be right in your home, among the objects you touch daily. It may be in the places you often pass by, in the streets and corners that appear ordinary, but hold clues leading to a greater grace. You have walked past it countless times, sometimes hurriedly, sometimes preoccupied, without realizing that it has been there waiting for you to take notice. But you are not at fault for this. It is simply that the time had not yet come. There are things in life that can only be seen when the eyes of your spirit are opened. There are treasures that can only be recognized when your heart is truly ready to receive them. What I have long kept hidden is not meant for you to never find, but to ensure that when you finally lay hold of it, you will cherish it, use it wisely, and not let it slip away in vain. Now you are ready. Your heart has been prepared to receive the revelation I have for you. As you open your heart, as you let go of doubts, the veil before your eyes begins to lift. What was once hidden now starts to be revealed. The questions you once asked will now find their answers. The scattered pieces will begin to connect, and you will see the full picture I have been preparing for you all along. Remember, the treasure I have for you is not merely material wealth or the fleeting things the world pursues. It may be an idea that has always existed in your mind, yet you have not recognized its true value. It may be a door you once knocked on but never entered, believing it was not meant for you. It may be a special gift within you, a talent you were born with, but due to busyness or doubt, you have never fully explored its potential. The things I am about to reveal to you do not come from the outside, but from within you. The answers are not always found in new things. Sometimes they lie in the most familiar places, things you encounter daily, yet have not seen with the eyes of understanding. Like a person searching everywhere for a precious pearl, only to realize it has always been in their own hands. You do not need to search far and wide, nor do you need to rush after what others are chasing. What belongs to you has always been there, waiting for you to return and receive it with an enlightened heart. Do you remember the times when you felt lost, the moments when you were searching for something but could not quite define what it was? It was not because you were lacking anything, but because I was leading you to a higher level of awareness. There are things you can only see when you have reached a certain level of maturity. If I were to place them in your hands too soon, you might not recognize their value, or you might misuse them. But now, as the appointed time has come, as your heart has opened, you will realize that what you have been searching for is not far. It is within your reach. Reflect on what you already have. Do not let your eyes fix only on what you have yet to attain, but pay attention to what you possess yet have not fully embraced. Perhaps within your familiar relationships, a door is waiting to be opened. Perhaps in your work, in the skills you have honed over the years, there is an opportunity you have never considered. Perhaps in your past experiences, the challenges, the failures, the times you thought you had lost your way, there lies the key to what I have prepared for you. What I have set aside for you is not a distant mystery. It is not beyond your reach, but closer than you think. It has always been there, always waiting, only requiring you to have the eyes to see it. The veil has been lifted, and the light has illuminated what was once hidden. Now you can see what you could not see before, and when you see it, you will understand. You will no longer doubt or feel confused. You will realize that everything that has happened in your life had a purpose. Every moment of waiting, every seemingly meaningless season was, in truth, a preparation to bring you to the right place at the right time. Like a magnificent painting where every stroke, every small detail has its place. Your life is being woven according to a perfect plan that I have ordained long ago. Step forward boldly, with trust and readiness. Let this revelation guide you to the things you were destined to receive. For when you open your heart to receive, the treasure will no longer be hidden. What you have been seeking will find you. And when you see everything through enlightened eyes, you will know that this is the moment I have prepared for you, since before time began. This gift, this blessing you are about to receive is not merely for your enjoyment or enrichment. It is not a reward meant for you alone, but a part of my grand design. Everything I give carries a divine purpose, a sacred mission. You have been chosen to receive, not to keep for yourself, but to use it according to my will, to bring transformation, to bring light to places still in darkness, to become an instrument of provision and mercy. What you are about to receive is not meant to be wasted, nor to be hoarded in fear or greed. It is not given to be locked away in meaningless treasures where dust and time may wear it down. I do not bless so that it may remain stagnant, but so that it may flow, like a stream that never ceases to refresh the barren lands. Just as I have stretched out my hand to bless you, you are also called to do the same for those around you. There are needs waiting to be met. There are souls longing for help. There are dreams left unfinished, plans that cannot take shape due to the lack of necessary resources. I have seen those who suffer, hearts that are waiting, silent prayers rising from places you have never noticed, and you, with the gift that has been entrusted to you, will be the answer to them. I have prepared you not only to receive, but to become a river that carries provision to places beyond what you can imagine. What I place in your hands will not only open doors for you, but also for many others. There are doors that have long been shut, doors of opportunity, of transformation, of deliverance and renewal. Now through this provision, those doors will be opened. There are paths you once thought would never exist, but now through obedience and the right use of what I have given you, you will see walls crumble, barriers vanish, and a new way unfold before you. Understand this. When I give, I also desire that you know how to use it wisely. There are those who receive much, yet fail to manage it, and they lose everything. But I do not want that for you. I want you to walk with understanding, with an open heart, and with my guidance. Do not let this gift become something that pulls you away from its original purpose. Do not let it become a burden, a chain that makes you forget the true source of your blessings. Remember, everything you have comes from me, and only when you use it according to my purpose will it truly bring fulfillment. Look around you. Let your heart perceive what I am leading you to. There are those who are waiting, lives that need to be touched, dreams that need to be revived, and you, with what I have placed in your hands, will be the one to bring about that change. When you sow the seeds of generosity, you will never run dry. When you give with a sincere heart, you will receive in abundance, not just in material things, but in peace, in joy, and in a richness of spirit that nothing in this world can buy. You may not yet see the full picture, but trust. Every step you take, every act you do with this blessing will lead you to something greater. Sometimes what you give may seem small, but in my hands it will become a miracle. A simple act can change an entire life. A gift that seems insignificant can open doors you never imagined. So do not hold tightly to what I give. Do not fear that by giving you will lack, for I am the source that never runs dry. When you obey, when you are willing to use your blessings rightly, I will continue to pour out upon your life until you are so full that you cannot contain it. You will become a river that flows endlessly, a vessel of my divine provision. And the greatest wonder of all is this: you will not only see doors open for others, but you yourself will walk through new doors. Doors I have prepared for you since before time began. Walk with gratitude and trust. Let this gift become a part of your journey, not as a burden, but as an opportunity for you to live according to the purpose I have set upon your life. What I have given, I can multiply. What you use rightly, I will continue to replenish. And as you walk in obedience, you will not only see doors open, but you will witness an entire path unfolding, greater than anything you have ever dreamed. Believe that this is not a coincidence. This is not a fleeting reward, but a purposeful arrangement. I have chosen you, I have prepared you, and now I place in your hands the opportunity to be a blessing to the world. Do not be afraid, do not hesitate, but follow my guidance. And you will see that as you give in the way I desire, miracles will begin to unfold, not only in your life, but in the lives of those you touch. Set your heart in stillness so that each day you may hear my voice more clearly. Do not let the burdens of life distract your mind, nor let the noise of the world drown out the direction I long to give you. Pray daily, not merely to seek what you desire, but to become attuned to my revelation, so that you may see what is invisible to the natural eye, and hear my words spoken deep within your soul. Some of my guidance does not come through storms or great signs, but through the simplest moments: a fleeting thought, a gentle reminder within your heart, a sense of peace amidst uncertainty. But if you do not take time to pray, if you do not learn to listen, you will easily miss it. I am always speaking, but only those with a seeking heart can hear my voice. Pray without ceasing, not because I need to hear your repeated requests, but because you need continuous connection with me. When you spend time communing with me, you open the door of your heart to receive wisdom, illumination, and direction. As you set your heart in prayer, you will find that what I reveal will no longer be vague, but as clear as the morning light piercing through the darkness. Do not let your heart grow numb to my guidance. There are things you need to know, paths you need to walk. But if you do not seek me regularly, you may stray. I do not want you to stumble in the dark, nor do I want you to rely solely on your limited understanding. Instead, I desire for you to walk in wisdom that comes from divine revelation, a wisdom that not only leads you, but also protects you from unseen mistakes. Let each day begin with prayer, not as an empty ritual, but as an essential need for your spirit. Do not come to me only when trouble arises, but seek me even when all is well. Learn to live in continuous communion with me, so that every breath you take is a seeking, and every step you walk is an act of obedience. When you live in prayer, your mind will no longer be consumed by worry or fear, but will be enveloped in the absolute peace that comes from me. I do not want you to pray merely to express your desires, but also to learn how to listen. Many people pray only to present their needs, yet few pause to wait for an answer. Be one who listens, for when you truly open your heart, I will reveal things beyond your understanding. I will show you what you have never considered, illuminate paths you have never walked, and unveil the mysteries of my kingdom. Prayer is not just a religious duty. It is the bond that connects you to me. a conversation filled with love and guidance. When you pray, you invite me into your life, allowing me to take your hand and lead you through the paths you cannot walk alone. When you pray, you will no longer feel alone, for you know that I am listening, I am moving, and I am preparing all that is good for you. There are things I long to reveal to you, plans, directions, and doors waiting to be opened. But if you do not take the time to pray, you will not recognize them. Just as one who never opens a letter will never know the important news inside, if you do not seek me, you will not discern what I am sending you. Let prayer become your breath, the light that guides your steps. Do not let the busyness of life distract you, for nothing is more important than your connection with me. When you do this, you will see that your decisions become clearer, your steps more secure, and each day will be filled with a peace that nothing in this world can give. I call you to live in prayer, not because I need it, but because you do. Seek me daily, walk in revelation, and you will find that your life is no longer led by doubt or anxiety, but by a steadfast faith that I am holding you in the palm of my hand. Pray, so that your heart may be attuned to what I desire to teach you, and when you do, you will never be lost. Now, offer up your prayer to me. Lord, I open my heart to receive the divine revelation you are pouring upon me. Remove all doubt, all fear, and help me walk in faith. I surrender my heart, my will, and my entire being to your guidance. Lord, I believe that truth is being brought into the light. What has been concealed, what has been hidden, must now be revealed. Open my eyes to see the signs. Open my ears to hear the divine whispers. And open my heart to receive the blessings you have prepared for me. Lord, I break every chain that has hindered my blessings. Any force that has sought to hold back what belongs to me, I declare that it has no power over me. In your name I call forth deliverance, and I claim the divine inheritance that you have ordained for me since before the foundation of the world. Lord, I know that the enemy has tried to keep this truth from me, but today I stand firm in faith and reject every deception, every temptation that seeks to make me doubt. Grant me the wisdom to discern truth from falsehood, and help me remain steadfast even when there are those who seek to keep me from receiving this revelation. Lord, I feel your presence, and the soul of my beloved one is calling out to me. I believe that an important message is coming to me. Please help me to be still so that I may listen, to be discerning so that I may recognize what you are speaking, and to be ready to walk in obedience to this divine guidance. Lord, open my eyes so that I may see the signs you are sending. Reveal the patterns and repeated numbers that I may not recognize. Guide me through my dreams, through conversations, and through unexpected events. Do not let me miss anything that you are revealing. Lord, I know that not everyone will rejoice in what you are revealing to me. Some will doubt, and others will seek to extinguish my faith. But I pray that you keep me in wisdom, so that I may discern who is trustworthy and know when to remain silent about this revelation. Lord, I do not want to seek on my own, but I desire to follow your direction. Please guide my every step. Place me at the right time and in the right circumstances. If there is someone holding on to this secret, cause them to speak. If there are documents or evidence, let me find them in your perfect timing. Lord, I sense that something has been delayed for too long. but I believe that the time of restoration has come. I break every barrier, every delay, and every plan of the enemy that seeks to hinder me from stepping into my breakthrough. Today I declare that what belongs to me will no longer be held back. Lord, when this truth is revealed, I may be shocked, I may be heartbroken, and I may have to face things I never imagined. But I pray that you grant me strength to receive it, wisdom to process it, and unwavering trust that all you do is for my good. Lord, if provision comes to me, help me not to spend it wastefully or use it for the wrong purposes. Place within my heart the spirit of a faithful steward, that I may use your blessings according to your will and become a source of blessing for many others. Almighty God, I know that I was born for this moment. I have waited, I have fought, I have prayed, and now I step into the fulfillment of the promises you have spoken over me. No one can take this away from me. I believe this revelation will transform my life and lead me into a new season of abundant blessings. Lord, cover my family under the shadow of your wings. Surround us with peace that surpasses all understanding. Keep our steps secure, that none of my loved ones may go astray, but that we may always walk in your light and guidance. Lord, I also pray for my beloved souls who have departed from this world. Stretch out your hand and welcome them into your eternal kingdom, where there is no more suffering, no more tears, but only joy in your holy presence. Be our strong fortress, our safe refuge. Fill our spirits with unwavering faith, so that in the storms of life we may remain steadfast in you. Lord, I surrender everything to you, my life, my family, and my loved ones. Lead us, protect us, and keep us in your boundless grace. In the name of Jesus Christ I pray. Amen. If you love the Lord, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any meaningful and life-giving messages from Him. Together, we will grow in faith and live a life fulfilled in His love. Amen.